In a viscerally divided country, right now many Republicans show every sign of sticking by President Trump. But there's still no one clear frontrunner among Democratic Party contenders. Our Washington correspondent Jane O'Brien has gone to New Hampshire to take the pulse amongst voters there. The state holds the first Democratic primary in February and will be an early indicator of how the rest of the country may be thinking.
Bernie Sanders, the 78-year-old senator from Vermont, is a hot ticket in New Hampshire. One of the prime instigators of the Democratic Party's lurch to the left, he remains a firebrand of the socialist movement. But while he still commands the brand, following his recent heart attack, some supporters at this rally in the college town of Keene question his fire.
I'm afraid that his time has passed and that we need him to stay in the Senate.
He doesn't have the oomph. And I don't want to say anything negative about Bernie, but he's getting old, man.
What about Joe Biden?
Forget it.
No.
He's too old school. We got to move. We got to go forward. I'll take him over Trump, though.
Democrats certainly have plenty of alternatives. The field is huge, and the serious contenders won't fully emerge until voting in Iowa early next year and the first primary here in New Hampshire. That's why this state is so important, and the reason every candidate keeps coming back.
How many of you have noticed stores closing around where you live here in New Hampshire? And why are those stores closing? Amazon.
Tech entrepreneur Andrew Yang is 44 and calls himself the math guy. He's betting that concern in the White Mountain region about jobs and wages that helped propel Donald Trump to the White House in 2016 remains a key issue. But perhaps more surprising was the subject he didn't mention.
We heard a lot about policy tonight, but the thing we didn't hear about, which has been consuming Washington, is impeaching President Trump. Why don't you think that was mentioned here?
We're just sick and tired of hearing about it. We don't even know what's going on. It's more government just beating each other up, the two parties beating each other up. That's not a good way to do it. We want to look to the future.
Bernie Sanders won the New Hampshire primary in 2016, but right now the vast majority of Democratic voters don't know who they want and could wait until the very last minute to make up their minds. Whatever they decide, though, will influence the course of the party and eventually the presidential election itself.